going on, everyone? It's Marsellis back with another video, and we have a lot to talk about with Shiba Inu today. So let's go over to Shiba Inu. So right now, as we can see, Shiba Inu is actually on a uptrend right here. It's actually on an uptrend, and we actually we bottomed out all the way down here at 12 at the 0.00000012. So we bottomed out all the way down here, and then we went all the way up here and topped out. But now we are now on an uptrend. So this is crazy that we're actually going up with Shiba Inu. So this is cool because this means that our consolidation was correct. If we go all the way back here, we see that when we were consolidating, we were just slowly, dipping. We were just slowly going down, and then we couldn't break it. We just had too many sell orders right here. Let me take out this all this drawings here, so then we can really see this area. All right, so we had all this selling over here, right? So let's go over here to all the candles, so we can see we had too much selling. And like I said, either if we have too much selling at the end of this consolidation, then we're gonna dip hard. So that's kind of what we did. We dipped hard. We had too much selling, but then we hit that support. We hit that support and we did not break it, and then we ended up having huge buying, and then we just ended up going crazy also because of the news that happened. So let's look at this news that was huge for Shiba. And I told you that if there's big news, then we are going to 100% go crazy right here. And I really do think like developers and even like Elon Musk and people like that look at the charts, because that happened right at the end of the consolidation. Someone had to be looking at the charts like right before that happened. I don't know, because that was the end all be all right there. Because if that news didn't come out right there, we would have kept dipping and we would have kept selling hard. But this is the news that came out, right? It says Shiba Inu coin price prediction. How high will the price of the Doge killer go? So right here is what we need to be reading. It says the Shiba Inu coin has started to gain traction in the markets again, as news came out that Vitalik Buterin has burned 40% of all Shiba Inu token supply, driving up prices through demand. As per an article by Benzinga, Vitalik on Sunday burned 40% of all Shiba Inu token supply by sending a total of 410 trillion Shiba Inu tokens to an unstable and accessible wallet, thereby effectively removing those coins from circulation forever. Basically, 40% of all Shiba Inu coin has been removed from the supply forever. With such a large change in the supply, there are bound to be changes in the Shiba Inu coin price. Read to know what experts think about the coin prediction. All right, so we'll go over what they think about the coin prediction. But pretty much what just now happened is all this Shiba Inu that was circulating, like 410 trillion Shiba Inu that was circulating, a whole 410 trillion. So the total Shiba Inu that is out there is only 1 quadrillion. So like the total supply, look, like this right here is a million, this right here is billion, this right here is trillion, and then this one right here is quadrillion. So total supply is 1 quadrillion, right? But now you have to subtract 410 trillion. So you had 1 quadrillion, but now you have to subtract 410 trillion. So that's kind of crazy right there to look at that, doing that with Shiba Inu. That is 590 trillion only now circulating. So there's only 590 trillion circulating pretty much. That's what you got. Well, not circulating, but total supply. There's the 394 trillion circulating. But yeah, there is 590 trillion total Shiba Inu out there. So we only have like 200 trillion of it, but there's still 394 trillion floating. So let's do this right here. This is the 590 trillion Shiba Inu right here. That's a billion, and then I guess this right here would be 590 trillion Shiba, right? Multiplied by our current price right now. That would be 9.7 billion market cap, right? So that would be 9.7 billion market cap. That would bring us there at this current price. That would be if all Shiba Inu was, purchased right now. It would bring us back up to a 9.7 billion market cap. But there's still this circulating supply that we have here. So yeah, we definitely have a lot to grow. Remember, we were at 11 billion in market cap before in Shiba Inu. We were all the way up there. And actually, we were all the way up there about when we were at 0.00035. Yeah, there was like 11 or 12 billion market cap. So this is really big news here with Shiba, that we're actually on an uptrend. So yeah, we're following this uptrend right now, and it doesn't look like we're gonna break it anytime soon, because we did just now start on this uptrend. And also the big news, like, that's a lot of Shiba that was burned. 410 trillion completely burned. Let's continue to read this. It says, what is Shiba Inu? According to their official website, the Shiba Inu is a experiment in decentralized spontaneous community building. The creators of this coin have created it from inspiration from Dogecoin. However, the creators of Shiba Inu aim to make SHIB more than just a joke. The SHIB token is an ERC20 compatible with the Ethereum network. The Shiba Inu has been called Doge Killer by its community. This cryptocurrency has quickly gained worldwide attention, in part because of the rising popularity of Dogecoin. The Shiba Inu token is also supported, but they're basically telling you what it is. Now their prediction over here. While making crypto price predictions can be difficult, there are many crypto experts who have given their Shiba price predictions. According to Digital Coin Price, Shiba Inu coin highest price can rise up to 0.00004607 by the end of 2025. The Wall Street Investor has a more negative outlook, predicting that Shiba Inu would be 0.000029. However, readers should take their predictions with a grain of salt. Crypto investors can buy Shiba Inu in India and way more stuff like this, which also helps drive up the price. So anyway, pretty much what they're saying here, they're only predicting that it goes up to 0.000047. But we already did 3.5 before, so we know we can do 4.7 easily if we already did 3.5 without all of the Shiba being burned. So if more money gets thrown into Shiba, I definitely believe it can go way higher than that. Definitely. Pretty much as the circulating supply, as more Shiba is being bought, right? As more Shiba is being bought, that means that it's going to be in more scarce, because there's only a certain amount of Shiba, and now we know that there is 410 trillion Shiba that is completely burned and will never be gotten back. So since we know that there's 410 trillion that will never be found, and the whole total supply is 1 trillion, and this is kind of what we're looking at here. We know that we only have a total supply of 1 trillion and 1 quadrillion, and 410 trillion of that is now lost. So technically we only have a supply of 590 trillion. A total supply is 590 trillion, right? So that's what we're seeing here. And then the circulating supply that is like between everybody is 394 trillion. So we still have almost 200 trillion that is unaccounted for. So once all that is bought up, that means that will drive the price of Shiba Inu up. So that is what we're looking at here. We could be seeing huge, we could be seeing huge prices like with Shiba Inu right now. Like Shiba Inu could possibly go all the way up to, like, I don't want to say 1 penny, because that would be a 3.9 trillion, market cap. Like, you have to think about the market cap pretty much. Like, whatever the market cap is, we're definitely gonna follow it. That's why I stopped it at 0.00025. 3 zeros and then a 25, because we already did the market cap situation, but I'll do that again here. So like, we have this much circulating supply, and I only did this by circulating supply. Remember, we have way more supply with Shiba Inu. This is just circulating. We still have a total supply and everything. Well, let's just look at the supply right here. So when we take, okay, that's invalid. All right, this supply, and then paste it here. All right, taking this supply here, multiplying this supply by our target price, which will bring us to our market cap. So that would be a $98 trillion market cap if we did 0.00025. So that's not unattainable. I mean, Doge reached that amount. Obviously this wouldn't happen anytime soon. It would take some time for it to happen, at least a year. But what we can look for short term, we know, like, we could possibly see that long term. If we get Shiba Swap here soon enough, we can definitely see that much money flowing through it, because Shiba Swap as an exchange can bring this much cash flow. But let's not even look at the that much cash flow. Let's think on a smaller scale, right? Let's look to where this article is saying that it will go. So over here, they did predict what Shiba Inu would go to, and they said it would probably be 0.00004607. So what we'll do is we'll bring up this calculator and then we'll multiply it by what they say it'll go to. Yeah, they're saying that it'll go to here about a $18 trillion market cap. So our 18 billion, not trillion, $18 billion market cap. But yeah, they're saying that it'll go to an $18 billion market cap here, which is not far-fetched. That could definitely happen soon. They're not wrong. They're talking about short term, obviously, because in the long term, I definitely believe that we can get way above that. Like in the long term, like I said, the 0.00025. But that is like, a year, possibly two. But honestly, within the next few days or a few weeks, I want to say, within the next few weeks, we can definitely see the 4 or the 5. But we will definitely continue to rise here with Shiba Inu and gain market cap. And just know, as we gain market cap, we gain price. Our price goes up with our market cap. And when Shiba Swap comes out, more money will be flowing through Shiba. So more market cap will be prevalent. So that is just what we're looking at here. It's going to be inevitable. It's just going to be something that happens here with Sheep, just because we have all this good news. And they have a way for you to donate to Sheep if you want to donate to Sheep. And they just dropped the leash. And since they just dropped the leash, they're definitely looking to drop Shiba as soon as possible. So then people can just go and get leash directly from Shiba before all the leash is bought up. Because we know there's only 100k leash out there. So we know that is happening. And they also gave another message for the Sheep army. They said, to the Sheep army, both new and old, this is the second time Sheep has made history in the last week. As Ryoshi said when our project was conceived, this is no greatness without a vulnerable point. We owe him a great debt for that choice, as our vulnerability has now become our greatest strength. Despite the fact that BB allowed us to be a part of the single most generous act in cryptocurrency history, we have seen even long-term Sheep holders become paper hands and dump millions and millions of dollars over the course of a few days. These disbelievers have spoken out against Sheep and spread FUD in every way they could, but you, the Sheep army, stood strong against the flood of negativity. The Sheep project has always stood on its own merits. We have never promised to be a more different than what we are. For those of you who have held from the bottom of our hearts, we thank you for sharing our vision of a better future. As huge as this moment is, remember that it is only the beginning. So this is her message out to all the Shiba holders. I guess they're trying to make people more optimistic on Sheep and make people hold it more. And with them just dropping leash, I definitely believe that this is a good point in time to be holding Sheep. And with Vitalik, who just burned all that Sheep, like he's burned a whole 40% of Sheep, like that's huge. So now there is 410 trillion Sheep that's unaccounted for, that will never be accounted for. So that's really good. And that means that that's just going to continue to raise our price here. So yeah, looking at all this with Sheep and where we're at, we're definitely on a positive trend line here. So now we're definitely going on an uptrend. So this could mean definitely within the next few days, we can be at 0.00004 within the next week, I want to say, but 0.00003 within the next few days, possibly. And then remember, when we get to 3.5, just like kind of how we did before, we got all the way let me go back to our long term. So when we look at this in the long term, right, and then let's go over to the line view so you can properly see this. So let's take everything off, right? Let's take all this off. Now when we go over here to the long term and you look, and you see we got all the way up here to 3.5, 3.6 area, and then we actually ended up dropping. So what I think is going to happen here now, we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna rally all the way up, like, and then we'll have maybe a little drop off around 2.8, 2.5 or something, and then we're gonna have, it's gonna be a small drop off though. It's not gonna be big, and then we're gonna have another rally all the way up here to 3.5, and then I really do believe after we get to 3.5, we'll probably end up doing something like going back down to about 2.5. Going back down somewhere about there, halfway, stopping, and then going up for another rally all the way up to 4. This is just my belief that what we're going to do here, just based off the movements that we've had in Sheep in the previous times. So yeah, this is just my personal prediction here. But yeah, let me know in the comment what you think Sheep will do and where you think Sheep is going. I definitely think that Vitalik burning all that Sheep, whole 40% of Sheep, burning it, I would definitely think that is good for Shiba in general. So we're definitely going to continue to rise with that news. That is huge news for Shiba, huge news for all of us. And remember, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. But if you like this video, go ahead, hit the like button, subscribe. Check out the link in the description for a free stock with Robinhood and Webull. And I'll be back in the video with another video.